Good morning, it's Chris King. Mornings on 98.3 Nash Icon. Happy New Year. Joined by Doug Chafin, Monroe Bank and Trust.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
Good to see you, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. You as well. Happy New Year to you and your staff as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking back at 2014, anything that really stands out?
There's probably a few things. Last year was a pretty good year overall. I think, after some doldrum years that we all kind of suffered through and migrated through, and it wasn't too bad. After the first quarter, things started picking up. In the second, third quarter, GDP grew by about 4.5% in the second quarter, 5% in the third quarter, which is really pretty good growth. Softened a bit to around 2% or so in the fourth quarter, but still not that bad overall. Unemployment rate nationally ended at about 5.8%, which is this continual improvement that we've been talking about. And, the business spending was up by 5%, which
Wonderful.
We haven't seen. It's still modest, but we haven't seen any real business spending growth for 3 or 4 years, so that was good to see.
Great. After several down years, that's good to see.
Yeah, it was.
Anything in 2015 to expect?
Yeah, Kiplinger makes some annual prognostications and annual expectations for the year. And for 2015, they're actually expecting the year to be, in line with 2014, maybe slightly better in certain cases. GDP to average around 3%, which is really kind of a normalized growth rate. Unemployment rate expected to decline by another 0.5% or so. Still not robust in terms of job growth just yet, or at least the expectation isn't, but better than this year. I think business spending is expected to get up by about 7%, which
Wow.
is a pretty decent growth rate. So let's hope that works out. We didn't talk about wage growth. Wages increased by about 2% in 2014. Expected much the same in 2015. Modest, but positive nonetheless.
Great. Being the new year, we all have, most have resolutions, to lose weight, those typical resolutions. Do people make financial resolutions?
Yeah, they seem to. That seems to be kind of part of it. Aside from losing weight, that seems to be the second most prolific resolution. Perhaps less so this year, just because the economy's a little better, expectations are a little more positive. But the major three are always reducing debt, spending less, and saving more. Those are always there. Saving more probably being number one. What we recommend at the end of every year and at the beginning of each year is a good time to make a personal assessment of your own financial situation. Take a look at your monthly bills. As you're starting to pay bills over the next 30 days, look at what you're paying for and assess, do you really need it? Do you really need all of the cable TV services that you subscribe to, things like that? More importantly, take a look at your credit card debt and take a look at your home equity line of credit if you have one. And, did that go up or down this year? If it went up, was that up due to one-time purchases and that you're going to pay relatively shortly? If it went up and it was due to lifestyle issues and you're funding lifestyle, that's not a good thing. So you need to really assess whether that's a valid use of your money and you're actually getting behind. Once you make that assessment, develop a plan and stick with it. Having that discipline is the most important thing toward any plan, whether you're going to save money, pay down debt, spend less, what have you. And pay yourself first. If you've got a 401k plan, if you've got a savings plan, make those contributions regularly and religiously, and you'll be better off at the end of the year.
It's a good time to take a look at that.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe trim some financial fat, if you will.
Exactly. It's a good time to assess things.
Anything else?
I just want to wish everyone a Happy New Year and looking forward to a very prosperous 2015. So, thank you.
Thank you.